Welcome to another episode of Saturday Selections with Punting Patto. Oh gee, I tell you what, I'm looking at the Caulfield meeting in Melbourne this week. I wasn't having too much luck in Sydney, so I'm going back to where I know best, which is Melbourne. And first off, I'm going to kick us off with the winner in race 7, number 5, Carrara. This bloke's 2 runs this time in have been crackerjack. First up, he was unlucky to finish less than a length behind Pinwheel, and last start he put in a great effort, finishing second behind ZI Knight. This track and distance is his go, and he should be nearer to his peak than those 2 runs. Yes. And this week, Patto's Puffer is in race 2, number 3, Jesse's Girl. I was surprised when I saw $26 available for this girl. She's definitely a better chance than that. Last spring she finished second to Solar Charge over this track and distance, beating home the likes of Military Rose, Lone Rock and Flocati. Look, she was okay last start, beaten by 4.5 lengths behind Pinka Pinka. And that $26, I'm going to avail myself to that price. And now it's time. Kay!
He's a good bloke, he's from Queensland, and his name is Keith, oh yeah!
Cup A, Frank Packer Plate. We're going to kick us off with Needs Further here for Gai Waterhouse and Timmy Clark. Looks a pretty thin race here to me. I reckon there's only 2 chances. They're both from Gay's stable, and they're betting 360 about this one. I think it's the one. It's the way to go. It's got nice scope for improvement, this horse. They'll both be sitting on the speed. That'll do me. Later in the day, the Sydney Cup. Gee, it's a nice Sydney Cup, and it's one of the best I've seen. And gee, I'm keen on strike 1 here. Plenty of Muppets have been talking about all the best runs in the race from the chairmans, when no one's actually mentioned the best run in the chairmans was a horse by the name of Strike 1. The key to it was, straight after barrier rise, Kieran McAvoy had the option to go back and sit second last, 2 off the fence or last on the fence, but he decided to sit 3 and 4 wide the whole way around over 2,600 metres, 3rd and 4th last. At about the 800 or the 1,000, he let the horse slide and make another long sustained run right around the field and had the audacity to run 6th. Look, Chris Waller's no idiot. I think he realised the Sydney Cup wasn't going to be no sit-spring affair with horses like Muir Murray and once for a while engaged in the race. So a horse that can sustain a long run like that and it's proven over 3,200 metres with minimum weight on its back ticks all the boxes for me. $21 and $6 a place. Also, the program up here at Eagle Farm looks to be heating up. There's a horse nominated in the 1,000 metres race called Ready to Rip. I don't like it in this race. I'm not tipping in this race. I don't want it to race in this race. However, it's nominated on Easter Monday in the last over 1,200 metres for Glenn Collis at the 5 Alley. If it goes around in that race, Patto, put me down for a tip on it. Alright boys, have a good time on the punter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, geez, he's a good bloke, isn't he? He's a good bloke, I tell you what. Oh gee. Hope you're back a few winners on the weekend, mate. And now it's time. Gassy!
It's time for Gassy's segment on the Punting Patto Show. It's time for Gassy's segment on the Punting Patto Show.
G'day folks, how are we this week? Well, happy Easter, another year, another Easter, and I won't be eating any Easter eggs this year. It's my favourite time in South Australia other than Cup time. Oakbank, an absolute spectacle. We go there and we watch these jumpers and they do an absolute phenomenal job, these guys. They got some tough jockeys on top and they're tough horses as well. We don't bet in the jumps races, well, I don't personally, but it's an absolute spectacle to watch and some good flat racing too. Saturday at Oakbank, race 8, number 7, Global Woman Skeptic. I tipped this bloke last time at Oakbank and he duly saluted, and look, this fella's pretty smart. He's absolutely flying. He's won 3 of the last 4 and most importantly he won at Oakbank, and they need to have won at Oakbank if you want to back him at Oakbank. That's the advice I can give you. Won his last 3 and 4 and look, Lloyd, he's flying, Dom's on, bottom, no way. I don't mind it, might be a bit of value as well because it's a pretty smart field. Going to race 9 on Saturday, number 3, Chunky Custard. This thing for Cedar and Lindop, look, it's resuming. It's a first up winner. It's a winner at the track. It's reasonably smart. It's won 6 from 20 odd. You wouldn't mind having one, that's for sure. Might be a bit of value each way. On Monday at 8 Bank, we're going to wait all the way to race 8, number 15, and we're going to cheer home Saxy for me. Just cheer it home and hope it runs a nice race for us first up. Alright folks, have a nice Easter. Cheers.
Oh, I tell you what, Keith and Gassy, they are on fire at the moment. They really are on fire. Their records speak for themselves. They are on fire. I'm fired up to win this weekend. But I tell you what, I hope you have a great weekend and happy punting!